Hey there, nature nuts. Ready for an adventure? Bear Grylls here, ready to introduce you to one of the coolest creatures on the planet, the pink horseshoe bat. This little guy is not just any bat, it's a marvel of nature. Forget what you think you know about bats, because these guys are in a league of their own. Most people think bats are just creepy creatures of the night, but the pink horseshoe bat will change your mind. Found hanging out in Southeast Asia, these bats are known for their bright pink hue and, get this, a nose that looks like a horseshoe. It's like something out of a fantasy novel. No, seriously, it's like Mother Nature decided to get creative with a glue gun. The nose isn't just for show. It plays a crucial role in their echolocation abilities, but don't let the flashy looks fool you. These bats are tough, adaptable, and masters of the night. They navigate through the dark with precision and grace. They've got superpowers that would make a superhero jealous, from insane echolocation to a social life that's more active than your newsfeed. Their echolocation is so advanced they can detect the tiniest insects in complete darkness. We're talking colonies bigger than some small towns, folks. Imagine thousands of these pink-nosed wonders all living together in harmony. And they're not just hanging around, they're chatting, grooming, and even arguing just like us, but with cuter noses. Their social interactions are complex and fascinating to observe. So buckle up as we dive into the world of the pink horseshoe bat. We'll take you on a journey through their natural habitat and show you what makes them so special. We'll explore their bizarre anatomy, their incredible hunting skills, and the very real threats they face. From deforestation to climate change, these bats are up against some tough challenges, because trust me, these little guys need our help. Conservation efforts are crucial to ensure their survival. Let's get to it and see how we can make a difference. Now imagine this. You're walking into a cave and suddenly, thousands of tiny eyes are staring at you. It's an eerie feeling, isn't it? But don't worry, you're not in a horror movie. Instead, you've just stepped into the fascinating world of the pink horseshoe bat. These bats, with their distinctive pinkish hue and horseshoe-shaped noses, are quite the sight to behold. They might look a bit intimidating at first, but they're just going about their daily lives. These guys are social butterflies, forming massive colonies that can number in the thousands. Imagine living in a city where everyone is always around, and there's never a dull moment. We're talking more residents than your average apartment building. It's like a bustling metropolis, but instead of people, it's filled with bats. But don't worry, it's not all chaos and wing flapping in these bat cities. Despite the sheer number of bats, there's a surprising amount of order and organization. They've got a system, a hierarchy, and even a social calendar. Each bat knows its place and role within the colony, ensuring that everything runs smoothly. The females, they're the ones calling the shots. They form tight-knit groups, raising their pups together like a big, happy, furry family. It's a community effort, with each female playing a crucial role in the upbringing of the young. They form tight-knit groups, raising their pups together like a big, happy, furry family. The bond between these female bats is incredibly strong, and they rely on each other for support and protection. The males, well, they're more like the bachelors, hanging out in smaller groups and trying to impress the ladies with their echolocation skills. It's a bit like a singles club, where each male is vying for attention. And speaking of echolocation, these bats have taken it to a whole new level. Their ability to navigate and hunt using sound waves is nothing short of extraordinary. They're like the submarines of the bat world, using sound waves to navigate and hunt in complete darkness. This sophisticated system allows them to find food and avoid obstacles with incredible precision. We'll delve deeper into that later, but trust me, it's seriously impressive. The way they use echolocation is a testament to the wonders of nature and evolution. So next time you're feeling crowded, just remember the pink horseshoe bat. These creatures have mastered the art of living in close quarters, turning what could be a chaotic situation into a thriving community. They've turned tight spaces into thriving communities. It's a remarkable example of how, even in the animal kingdom, cooperation and social structure can lead to harmony and success. Alright, let's talk food. We all gotta eat, right? Well, the pink horseshoe bat has a taste for something most of us would rather avoid: insects. And not just any insects, mosquitoes. Yep, these little guys are like the ultimate pest control, gobbling up thousands of mosquitoes every single night. But how do they do it in the pitch black? Enter echolocation. Think of it like their own personal sonar system. They emit high-pitched sounds that bounce off objects like a mosquito minding its own business. The bat then uses its super-sensitive ears to create a mental map of its surroundings, pinpointing the exact location of its prey. It's like having built-in night vision goggles, but way cooler. They can even differentiate between a juicy mosquito and a falling leaf, all while flying at high speeds. Talk about talent. So next time you're swatting away those pesky mosquitoes, give a little thanks to the pink horseshoe bat. They're out there working hard, keeping the insect population in check, one mosquito at a time. You know how we humans communicate with words, gestures, and the occasional awkward silence? We have a whole range of expressions and sounds that help us convey our thoughts and feelings. From a simple hello to a complex debate, our language is rich and varied. Well, pink horseshoe bats have their own language, and it's a symphony of squeaks, clicks, and even some fancy wing movements. These bats are like the jazz musicians of the animal kingdom, each sound and movement contributing to a complex and beautiful communication system. It's like a secret code that only the coolest bats in town understand. Imagine a bustling bat city where every squeak and click has a purpose, a meaning that only they can decipher. They use these sounds for everything, to attract mates, defend their territory, and even just to catch up with their buddies. It's their way of saying, hey, I'm here, or this is my space. And even just to catch up with their buddies. Picture a group of bats hanging out in a cave, exchanging the latest news and gossip through a series of intricate sounds. Imagine a bat version of Twitter, but instead of 280 characters, it's all about the perfect high-pitched squeak. Each sound is like a tweet, conveying a message instantly and effectively. Just caught a huge moth winning echolocation rocks. These bats are expert hunters, using their sounds to locate and catch their prey with incredible precision. And it's not just about the sounds. Their communication extends beyond vocalizations. These bats are masters of body language, using subtle movements to convey their messages. These bats are masters of body language. A flick of the ear, a ruffle of the fur, even a well-timed yawn. It all means something in the world of bat communication. A flick of the ear can signal curiosity or alertness, while a ruffle of the fur might indicate agitation or excitement. A ruffle of the fur can be a sign of agitation or excitement, and even a well-timed yawn can convey a message of relaxation or boredom. Even a well-timed yawn. It all means something in the world of bat communication. They're basically the mimes of the mammal world, conveying complex messages with just a few subtle movements. They're basically the mimes of the mammal world, conveying complex messages with just a few subtle movements. Their ability to communicate so effectively with such minimal gestures is truly fascinating. So next time you see a bat, don't just dismiss it as a creepy creature of the night. Take a moment to appreciate the intricate and sophisticated language they use to navigate their world. Listen closely, and you might just unlock the secrets of their fascinating language. Who knows, you might even start to understand the symphony of squeaks and clicks that make up their world. In the intricate social world of pink horseshoe bats, family dynamics play a crucial role. Mothers are the primary caregivers, nurturing their young with meticulous attention. Fathers, on the other hand, contribute by protecting the roost and ensuring the safety of the colony. Interestingly, there is a unique aspect to their social structure: the bachelor pad. Unmated males often form their own groups, living separately, but still contributing to the colony's overall well-being. This balance of roles and responsibilities is what makes their society both complex and fascinating. Imagine waking up one day to find your home gone, replaced by an unfamiliar and hostile environment. That's exactly what happens to pink horseshoe bats when their habitats are destroyed. Deforestation, urbanization, and pollution are major threats, leaving these fascinating creatures with fewer places to roost and hunt. It's a buzzkill, not just for the bats, but for the entire ecosystem that depends on them. Pink horseshoe bats rely on a diverse diet of insects to thrive, but when humans alter the landscape, the menu changes drastically. Pesticides and habitat loss reduce the availability of their prey, making it harder for these bats to find the nutrition they need. This disruption in their food supply can lead to malnutrition and decreased populations. It's like going to your favorite restaurant and finding out half the menu is gone. Bats, including the pink horseshoe variety, are often misunderstood and unfairly vilified. Yet they play a crucial role in maintaining the balance of our ecosystems. They control insect populations, pollinate plants, and even help in seed dispersal. By giving them the respect they deserve, we can ensure they continue to thrive and, in turn, support the health of our environment. It's high time we recognize their importance and work towards their conservation. You might be wondering, what can you do to help pink horseshoe bats? Well, there are several ways. Support conservation efforts and organizations dedicated to protecting bat habitats. Reduce pesticide use in your own garden to ensure a healthy insect population. Educate others about the importance of bats and dispel the myths that surround them. Every small action counts, and together, we can make a big difference in ensuring these incredible creatures continue to flourish.